Hi, it's Alexis. Welcome to the Artist and Business Community. Really happy you're here. So there's a few things that we do differently than most courses and mentorships and just online coaching in general. And there's really three that I can outline right off the bat. The first is the way we work with artists is in a mentorship capacity, not a course or any other sort of online coaching mentorship. Why do we do that? Well, long story short is that we had a course for a really long time that was amazing. But what we were not entirely satisfied with was our level of engagement to help move the needle forward in a faster way and a more sustainable way in the process. Because the amount of work realistically it takes to get your art business off the ground is no small feat. It is a heavy lift. And so most artists, to be honest, don't have the wherewithal, the time, the energy, the capacity, the resources to do what it takes on their own to begin with to get everything off the ground. Those, though, that do and that really see it through, the payoff is there. And so our job, we felt, was how can we help even more artists than are already getting results take that heavy lift somewhat off their plate so that we can do some of that for them, fast track it, but with them, then see the whole 9 yards to the end. And that's been the purpose of our mentorship. The second thing we do much differently than other programs, not only in our mentorship capacity, do we work with only 10 people, 10 artists at a time. And the reason for that is because we're super focused on understanding your pricing online, first and foremost, and what your personal roadmap plan should look like to get your business up and running. So everybody gets a customized plan based on where you are right now, what we need to see happen in a set period of time, and what are the 3 milestones it's going to take for you specifically to get there as opposed to anybody else. So we create these custom plans for every single artist we work with. How do we see those plans through? It's because we're so hyper organized on the mentorship side into a hybrid where we do some of it for you and the rest of it with you. So not all of it is done for you, not all of it is just done with you. It's a hybrid of the two. So when we're fast tracking the things that we can take off your plate, such as tech setup, content writing after you've written your story and you're overseeing all of the content that needs to be written, and lead generation, bringing the right buyers in front of you. And I want to talk a minute about what that actually means. So first of all, just to be clear, lead generation is not the same thing as marketing your business. Two very separate things. It's so important to understand that you can't actually put together an effective marketing plan for your business. I don't care what sector it's in. It's not just art. If you don't know who you're selling to and what their buying behavior is. Otherwise, you will have no idea who you're talking to in your marketing campaign and how to serve them, most importantly, on the highest level. And what I mean by that is understanding your audience so well that you know why they feel a need for your work as opposed to anyone else who does similar work to you and why they're willing to invest in it. That's an understanding that is everything in being able to serve people and never ever come across as being pushy or salesy. So we talk to so many artists who are so afraid of feeling or sounding salesy online or feeling like they're going to be pushy, and yet they act like they're starting to market to the masses, which is not anywhere near who their niche audience is. And they're blasting out with a bullhorn what they have to sell in a really insensitive way that does come across, ironically, as salesy and pushy. And then they're wondering, well, what am I doing wrong? And so it's a simple yet powerful shift to make to understand how to talk to the right people in the right way. So you're in dialogue with them and you're in communion with them around why they feel they need what you have versus anyone else. So that's the main focal point right there. It's the heart of the whole mentorship. Because then, thirdly, what we're able to do is understand what their buying behavior is. And that's the pattern that will emerge that your audience has in common with each other. And it is such a beautiful thing to witness. You actually have to observe it to really understand it. So we have to test that a couple of times. But once we do, and we can observe that and understand that that's what your audience actually has in common with each other. It's not demographics that they have in common with each other. It is not age range, income level, interests. It has to do solely with the theme of your work and why they're so inspired and or moved by it that they have to invest in it. That's where the pattern lies. So much more on this to come, but that's the long and the short of how we approach working with our artists in this community. We have a mentorship program. We work with only 10 artists at a time. We're extremely selective about who we work with so we can make sure that we're serving you as well as you being able to commit to working with us so we can see this through together as a team. And thirdly, we put out so much content so that you can benefit from your business growing in all the right ways. And by really getting underneath the language, the vocabulary, the know-how for what it takes to move this forward in the right direction for you. Really, really happy that you're here. So excited for you to dive into this community even more. And we can't wait to hear more from you. And with that said, in the comments below, would love to know what is one challenge you're having right now that you know if you could solve would help you move the needle forward in your art business growth no matter what. Please share in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe. When you subscribe to our channel, you get everything we put out ahead of time, even if we keep it private. So really excited to have you do that. Hit subscribe. It helps us too to grow on our end so that we're ending up growing together as a community. Can't wait to see you right over on the other side.